What's next for you? Like, atau ada gak sih dream yang belum ke-achieve?
Well, I want to maintain my relationship di LA. Jadi gue pengen maintain itu. Sebenarnya gue masih baru picking gitu loh di Hollywood, you know. Jadi gue lagi recreate personanya yang agak lebih dewasa dikit. Because I hit the you know, the 30. Jadi gue udah gak mau main anak SMA lagi gitu.
Right.
Ticket to Paradise buat gue itu banyak banget faktornya. It was obviously ada faktor luck-nya. Itu benar-benar ada. Tapi gue juga waktu itu casting 4 kali sama mereka. Because gue casting udah banyak banget.
Udah banyak banget. Yang untuk Hollywood udah banyak banget.
Banyak banget. For notable movies ya. Yang udah rilis, yang akan rilis gitu. I'm like, wow, I was casting for that gitu. Kalau di Indonesia gue casting itu maybe I go against 10 people. Di situ you go against 200, 300 people yang mungkin lebih talented lagi gitu loh. With the OTT yang ada di seluruh dunia, we can already make that happen without even just knocking to Hollywood. Sebenarnya mereka yang akan knock back.
Hai, ini gua Daniel, tetangga kamu. Yuk kita mulai. Lu punya waktu 24 jam, sama seperti Elon Musk punya waktu 24 jam. Lu punya pulsa sama seperti Maxim punya pulsa gitu, sama seperti gue punya pulsa. Pulsa yang lu punya sekarang ini, kan lu mempunyai kemerdekaan itu untuk memilih. Pulsanya itu akan dipakai buat ngelihat sesuatu yang kosong dan tidak menambah pengetahuan atau membuat lu berkembang. Atau lu akan memakai pulsa lu itu untuk dengerin podcast-podcast misalnya yang akan memberikan lu value dan membuat lu berkembang sebagai seorang human gitu. Lu mempunyai 24 jam, lu bakal sharpening your craft as an actor supaya nanti bisa you have your second movie in Hollywood, which amen, by faith I will say that, you know, like and I will please invite me to the premiere. You know? Sama kayak ini doa gue untuk Luna juga ketika dia dengan jodohnya gitu, dan gue juga pengen ngedoain lu with your second movie in Hollywood. Dan you know, choose your heart gitu, you know, that because untuk bersaing bersama 200 orang lainnya gitu di Hollywood, it's hard. But then you have something that they don't have. You've played with freaking George Clooney, Julia Roberts, gitu. Jadi
even that, like, did I? Gue selalu ngeliat belakang gue kayak. But you're right, completely.
Choose your heart, man. Like,
I love that. That I love. Choose your hard. I think that should be the title of this video.
Yeah, we should.
Choose your hard lessons.
Alright, so now the classic question that maybe everyone asks gitu ya, kayak what's next for you? Like, atau ada gak sih dream yang belum ke-achieve sama lu sendiri gitu?
Well, I want to maintain my relationship di LA. Jadi gue pengen maintain itu. Soalnya gue sebenarnya gue masih baru picking gitu loh di Hollywood, you know. Gue masih baru buka pintunya kayak, halo, ada gue gitu. That's you know, my analogy is like that gitu loh.
Gue pikirnya creepy banget ya, kenapa ya? Kayak Jack Nicholson kayak, hello.
Gue tuh masih baru picking gitu loh. And gue tuh bener-bener pengen buka pintunya and like, bam, you know. Gue mau bikin film di situ and and be successful there gitu loh somehow, you know. So gue mau maintain itu. Sekarang kita lagi cuma masih ngobrol-ngobrol aja sama agent gue di situ. Mereka kasih gue casting, I try, I fail. But again, start from zero, you know, which I prefer. Jadi sekarang gue lagi ada dialect coach yang udah mulai ke gue dari sana gitu, to kind of have this American accent. Makanya gue sekarang itu lama-lama udah lagi
jadi
my English Indonesia. Biasanya dulu kalau gue lagi ngobrol di depan kamera, lagi mau interview atau apa, semua itu bahasa Indonesia gitu loh. I'm struggling now.
Right.
I'm struggling to find words that are very like, you know. So that's why. Jadi gue lagi ngerjain itu. I have one that's releasing sekarang. Gue lagi release series.
Perfect Strangers.
Yes, The Perfect Strangers di video. So that's good. Itu juga gue berubah karakter banget. Di situ karakter gue tuh kayak mafia guy.
Oh wow.
Smokes a cigarette.
Right,
you know?
right.
Dan itu gue gak pernah kayak gitu. Dulu kan gue lebih banyak karakternya teen. The good looking boy yang semua cewek suka di sekolah itu atau apaan gitu. I have some antagonis, tapi antagonis yang benar-benar
Karakternya antagonis Indonesia
just for the story gitu loh.
Yeah.
Kayak ini at one point dia harus dipukulin sama protagonisnya, and then dia protagonisnya suka sama ceweknya karena ceweknya ternyata suka sama antagonis. Gitu-gitu. But not now. Waktu itu jadi gue lagi recreate personanya yang agak lebih dewasa dikit, because I hit the the 30.
Yeah.
Jadi gue udah gak mau main anak SMA lagi gitu.
Right. Gue penasaran ya kayak Oke, pertama, menurut lu untuk mendapatkan Ticket to Paradise butuh proses atau enggak? Menurut lu sendiri? Atau was it like zhup, kayak
Oke. Ticket to Paradise buat gue itu banyak banget faktornya. It was obviously ada faktor luck-nya.
Ya.
Itu benar-benar ada. Tapi gue juga waktu itu casting 4 kali sama mereka.
Okay.
I casted the first time. They said it was okay, but can you please change?
Ya.
Beberapa, so gue ganti lagi. Terus habis itu gue ketemu sutradara. Terus habis itu gue ketemu produser, sutradara, dan pemain.
Okay.
Dan main di depan mereka.
Oh wow.
Gitu. So there is a long process gitu loh.
Okay.
My luck part was the director liking the opposite-nya gitu loh. Soalnya kan opposite gue waktu itu Caitlin Dever. And she's petite.
Okay.
Gitu loh. And cocok gitu loh. Cocok. And I was able to speak English. And gue juga punya background film knowledge yang lumayan dalam. Because I love movies, right?
Jadi lu connect sama si director sendiri ketika ngomongin film.
Yeah. In a way where it's just like kind of a pop culture ya. Bukan yang kayak the theater talk. Blah, 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 like not too heavy gitu loh. Bener just like so that. Jadi ada itu juga sih. Tapi preparation is key.
Yeah, sure.
Preparation is key.
Maksud gue gini Maxim. I think yang pengen gue tanyain adalah kayak gimana ya. Gue kenal of course beberapa orang yang pengen banget coba break Hollywood. Go international. And they've untuk prosesnya itu mati-matian, right? Bahkan udah ke LA jadi waitress gitu misalnya di situ, padahal dia misalnya di Indonesia siapa gitu, tapi dia ke ini untuk misalnya jadi waitress gitu ya, gue nggak bilang. Nah, susah banget prosesnya, dan itu pun juga didn't even get a peek. Didn't even get a peek at the door. Benar-benar masih knocking gitu. Nah. Menurut lu sendiri dengan proses yang ini, yang untuk Ticket to Paradise, kalau yes you got a peek, tapi untuk ngebuka pintunya banget, it seems like the process is bakal lebih berat daripada proses yang pertama gitu.
I think so too. I mean like right now because gue casting udah banyak banget.
Udah banyak banget. Yang untuk Hollywood udah banyak banget.
Banyak banget.
Okay.
For notable movies ya.
Yang
udah rilis, yang akan rilis gitu. I'm like, wow, I was casting for that gitu.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take that. I'm learning through that gitu loh juga.
Wow.
Tapi memang prosesnya sih menurut gue juga ya berat. Because it's not, kalau di Indonesia gue casting itu maybe I go against 10 people.
Yeah.
Di situ you go against 200, 300 people yang mungkin lebih talented lagi gitu loh. Yeah, you have to learn. You have to get on the horse and just start, liking movies again.
Yeah.
But so what would be the question? Would it be like?
The question is like, mungkin pertanyaan gue ujungnya adalah, gue akan ngedoain banget. Gue ngedoain banget, cause I'm so proud. I was so proud watching you on Ticket to Paradise gitu. Kayak gila bisa sama George Clooney sama Julia Roberts juga, dan kayak itu I was so proud as an Indonesian gitu ya. Sama kayak ketika gue ngeliat Joe Taslim, Iko Uwais segala gitu. I'm just so proud. Nah, lu mendisiplinkan diri supaya nggak ke distract dan bisa ngedapetin that big role again di Hollywood. Usaha apa nih yang sekarang ini lu lakuin gitu?
Okay. I guess there are moments.
Sorry. Apakah sepenting itu juga gitu kan? Ternyata mungkin emang Hollywood nggak penting-penting banget toh. Kayak Money Heist aja nggak bisa gitu? Dan juga Squid Game itu
so that's global, one of the things I wanted to talk about. Sekarang itu global itu memang udah accessible. Dan banyak konten yang dari Hollywood pun yang udah sebenarnya nggak terlalu
sejedang itu banget, right?
So I guess now Indonesia lagi naik banget nih sekarang.
Right.
With their own content internationally gitu loh. Kemarin filmnya I think Rizal, Mas Rizal Mantovani.
Okay.
He did premiere there. He did a premiere in a film festival di luar negeri or something. No?
Badarwi.
Yeah.
I
think so.
No, that's Kimo, MD ya.
But Kimo as well, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
what I mean is that gitu loh.
Yeah.
Udah sekarang kita udah we can already grab that anyway. I guess build that individuality gitu loh. Kayak kita like this is our culture and then let's just make it. I mean kita ada South Korea yang kayak benar-benar blow up. Japan sekarang lagi naik banget. Thailand, oh my god, you seen the movies they're making now? It's more than Hollywood right now. So I think you don't even need to knock sebenarnya. Make your own style.
Yeah.
And be as part as their, like the standard gitu loh. Look at Bollywood. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bollywood, they've been always up and down. Siapa yang duluan gitu kan berunggul atau enggak sama Hollywood. Obviously Hollywood yes because they have a little bit more reach gitu. But I always think now with the OTT yang ada di seluruh dunia, we can already make that happen without even just knocking through Hollywood. Sebenarnya mereka yang akan knock back.
Agree.
So I think that's it. I think that will be the way. And individually as actors, I guess it's a bit more trickier. Because for us, you have to right timing, right role, right timing of release. Wow, so many gitu. The distractions that you have in your personal life, that's why the 80s actor I admire gitu loh. Like just talking about Michael J. Fox gitu, di Back to the Future.
Wow.
Like the drama they did for that movie. Yang pertama gitu kan, mereka ganti pemain, and si Michael J. Fox lagi shooting series terus film gitu. Yeah, some people have to really, really work hard, and we do that too gitu. Again, no instant.
Yeah.
There's just no instant.
Enjoy the process,
yes.
And
learn from it, and then you'll be stronger then. Gitu.
Bro, I love it. I love talking to you.
Me too.
Abis ini kita bisa ngobrol lebih. Biasanya kita ngobrol jauh lebih lama dari ini, by the way. Like it's, this is probably the shortest time that we talk, but I have to cut it here karena kalau misalnya enggak,
we can go deep. Yeah, we can go deep in the rabbit hole. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Jadi, by the way, ini gue selalu memberikan ini ke semua tetangga kita. Please, this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
cool.
We feel like you have a light in your house. Jadi nanti bisa ditaruh di Bali gitu.
Yeah.
So the light that you shine in your house bisa menerangi tetangga-tetangga sekitar juga.
Oh,
gitu.
I love it.
So thank you so much, Maxim. Thank you so much.
Daniel.
And gak tau ya, gue ngerasa hopeful sih. Gue ngerasa hopeful banget for you, your career, your love life with Luna. I feel very hopeful for that. And I just, gue pernah ngomong, actually yang lucu banget gitu ya. Gue bilang sama Luna, Lun, kadang-kadang Tuhan itu mau ngasih seseorang yang sangat spesial banget ke lo, dan itu karena spesial nungguin lebih lama. Jadi kayak contoh nih, kita pesen di restoran, gue mau nasi goreng spesial yang gak ada di menu. Dan we can make that for you, but it'll take longer. Jadi kayak gue bilang sama Luna, ya untuk jodoh kayaknya Tuhan lagi memberikan lo someone special banget. Sampai akhirnya ada orang yang bilang, kayaknya di komentar ya, ini kayaknya gue baru ngeliat ini minggu lalu atau 2 minggu yang lalu, kayaknya Maxim itu nasi goreng spesialnya Luna. Wow,
that's what it means.
Yeah. Oh,
because I've seen that. I was like,
oh, you've seen that?
Kok aku nasi goreng spesial? Oh itu, it was your analogy.
Yeah, that's the analogy.
You know what's funny? I told her the same kind of thing about patience. Because I always said like the way I always see life is being patient, waiting for a taxi. Dulu I always been scared of being stranded di Jakarta pas kita lagi, kan gue kan anak Bali kan. Jadi kalau gue ke Jakarta, sometimes we go to like ice skating di situ, and then rame banget macet gitu, and we didn't have a way to go home gitu. So we waited for taxis for a long time. When you wait for a taxi, gak akan datang. When you don't wait for a taxi, banyak yang datang.
True.
So I always thought like, look, you know what? In the end, patience is there. It actually works gitu loh. It actually works when you don't really put your mind, you do put your mind into it, but also like you take it as it comes gitu. It is what it is. Just don't fight the current. Play with it. Gitu loh. same energy with the nasi goreng special.
Yeah, no, and I think that's why it works so much with Ticket to Paradise, with meeting Luna and everything. All the right moment karena lu nggak benar-benar ngotot to fight the current.
True.
You do your best,
That's
tapi lu sendiri juga. You go with what's happening. Well, kalau misalnya gue mikirnya it's always God's timing. Apapun yang kita ngotot pun kalau misalnya belum waktunya Tuhan ya nggak akan terjadi gitu. And we do our best. Gue nggak tahu kenapa gue sendiri nggak tahu nih ya. Sekarang ini lagi ada di season dimana kayak lagi disuruh ngeles acting lagi gitu. Udah lama banget gue nggak ngeles acting gitu. Ngeles acting lagi. I'm like, kenapa emangnya? But I feel like there will be a role kalau misalnya gue gak ngeles acting ketika gue di casting itu bakal berantakan gitu. Gue bakal you know. Jadi disuruh ngeles acting lagi so that you're ready. I'll do my best, my part dan Tuhan akan do his part gitu nanti ketika waktunya datang gitu. So
I agree with that.
Yeah, man. So thank you again, Maxim. Thank you so much for being a good neighbor.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
We are actually neighbors actually.
We're actually neighbors. Literally. So buat semua tetangga kita yang udah nonton, thank you so much that you enjoy this episode juga sama Maxim Butier. Dan kita ketemu lagi minggu depan sama tetangga yang gak kalah hebatnya. See you guys again next week. Bye.